It's a busy day at this small production facility in St. Louis as Angela Zhang examines sprouts and other ingredients that will go into the wellness drinks she first developed 4 years ago.
Many industry experts thought I was crazy. I was set up for failure.
The popular drink is a top seller on Amazon. It's also in local grocery stores and in 15 states outside Missouri. It's a dream that's rooted in Zhang's childhood. She grew up in Shenzhen, a large city in China. As a child, she went to a traditional Chinese medicine doctor with her mother.
So I remember the moment when I walked into that little herbal medicine shop, I was just fascinated. It was almost like, to me, walking to a toy shop during Christmas season. Those little wooden drawers.
She says it's a miracle she survived because as a teenager, she experimented with herbs and different remedies.
My parents still joke about, be careful with what you put into your body, when you do those crazy remedy creations.
Her pursuit of good health never stopped. With an undergraduate degree in biochemistry, she moved to America in 1996 to earn her PhD in pathology at St. Louis University.
Well, for me, it was molecular and cell biology to study why people get sick at molecular level.
She later studied business at Washington University and went into pharmaceutical sales. She and her husband started a family, and with that came a renewed interest in healthy living.
As a busy working mom, we want to always grab something that's convenient, easy to go. On the other hand, most of the things that's convenient, easy to go, unfortunately, are not that healthy.
Unhappy with the sugar and chemicals added to most drinks marketed to families, Zhang started making juices in her kitchen and came up with the name Karuna.
Right? So basically it says compassion to your own body, to your own mind, right? You need to take care of yourself. And then compassion to your friends, your family, of course, people around you.
Zhang had to overcome stereotypes as she worked to develop her brand.
Yeah, I think that's a challenge for every immigrant. Doesn't matter what you do as an entrepreneur or working in a large corporation, is to fit in.
Early advisors suggested she solely market her drinks to the Chinese community.
That's not how I designed this line for. It's not a Chinese food serving a Chinese restaurant. It is for everyone to empower them to actually use food to improve their health.
She convinced the then manager of the local Whole Foods store to try her cold-pressed juices, which she says use natural ingredients from around the world.
He said, wow, we never seen anything like this, and your concept is great and the taste is good. So he took that, he gave me the chance to try to sell in his store.
That led to another encounter inside Whole Foods with Rodney Boyd, an influential St. Louis businessman who became one of Zhang's biggest supporters.
Right, I'll see someone saying, well, I'm going to bring the best of Eastern, holistic, Eastern ideals and health and nutrition into a Western space, but never had I met somebody that literally, by their very being, embodied that. That was more intriguing to me. And then the fact that she was in St. Louis, in the city of St. Louis, woman-owned. I mean, it kept getting more and more profound to me.
Boyd encouraged Zhang, who by then had moved to this small production facility, to branch out. More introductions were made.
If you get people in St. Louis excited about a product or service, the world is your marketplace, because we're a tough crowd. Like we get into a routine and we can live and die in that.
We cannot keep selling products that have sugar level even higher than Coke and Pepsi.
Zhang has now been featured in magazines and travels the world spreading the word about her product and appeared on a show called The New Beverage Showdown. With success comes a pressure to grow.
When you're local, you can make everything small batch, freshly made, right? So it's more in tune to your local consumers' needs. When you scale up, you have to think about economy of scale, you have to think about distribution, you have to think about lowering costs. You start to move away from what you started with, those philosophy or principle. So there's always this constant dilemma.
Zhang has several opportunities on the horizon. For now, she plans to stay centered in St. Louis and hopes her product, a blend of her life history and passion, will be shared by others.